Hi Gemini, this is Foxy. I'm Lynn. I'm going to be doing a general reading for you today. So let me just clear the energy of the cards first. I call upon the divine powers to help clear and protect these cards, for my intention is to use them for good only. I declare that only good shall come from their use and that all negativity shall be turned away. Awesome. Okay. Let's get started. Gemini. Always check your sun, moon, rising signs in case you have messages over there. Spirit, can I please have one oracle message from this deck? One oracle card, please, Spirit, for Gemini. Gemini, if any of your messages repeat, I'll try and catch that and let you know. I believe that Spirit really wants you to get the message when they repeat. You got soul family for your first message. Second message is your animal spirit card, please. Spirit for Gemini, animal spirit card. Animal spirit card. And you have the wolf. Nice. A lot of new cards have been coming out recently that don't typically come out. Another oracle card, please, Spirit, for Gemini. Another oracle card, please, Spirit. Okay. So you have surrender. I release my need to control. Maybe I'll put that there. Wonderful. And then we're going to do a 10-card Celtic cross spread with this deck. So again, if any of the cards come out upside down, it means you're getting extra protection from Spirit. Okay, 10 cards, please, Spirit, for Gemini. What guidance, insight, clarification, confirmation can you give Gemini today, please, Spirit? Okay. 10 cards for Gemini, please, Spirit. Here we go. Okay. So you have the Hermit. Then you have 9 of Swords. 2 of Swords. 5 of Cups. 4 of Wands reversed. 10 of Cups. The World reversed. 6 of Cups reversed. King of Wands reversed. And your last card, the Tower reversed. So some major arcanas in your reading today. All right, so let's start with the Hermit card. This card represents your current situation. The message on the card is, I follow my own path. So Spirit's saying, just focus on your path. Don't worry about what anybody else is doing. Okay. Just watch your journey. Like, tune into your journey, your life path. Okay. Don't compare to anybody else. The Hermit is a card of Virgo. Is represented by Virgo. So this card is talking about contemplation, withdrawal, soul searching, searching for self, being alone, self-reflection. So at this time, you're searching for the truth. You're searching for inner guidance. This is a card of discretion. You're soul searching. You're in solitude. You're contemplating things. You're choosing to be alone at this time. The Hermit is a card of contemplation and reflection. This is a time for healing that you're going through at this time, Gemini. You may need time alone now to process certain events. The Hermit also indicates personal growth, study, and learning, and an opportunity to discover esoteric wisdom. The Hermit is a card that talks about seeking the truth. And it's not the intuitive truth of the High Priestess, and it's not the learned truth of the Hierophant. The truth that you need, Gemini, is your own truth. Excuse me. You need time. You need to withdraw from a situation for a time, okay? And use this time to review all your knowledge, all your understanding, and all your experience. And then when you figure out how it all works together, you will have the answers that you need. Okay? You're doing some soul searching. You're looking for the truth, what the truth means to you. Okay? To thine own self be true. When the Hermit shows up in a reading, it can mean that a guide figure is at hand offering help, but you must make an effort to connect with this guide or consciously begin a search for the truth. You might have to withdraw from contact with the outer world to do some soul searching. The universe isn't able to speak to you if you're distracted by the noise of everyday life. The time has come to connect with your inner source, whether for guidance or inner balance. Sometimes the guide figure may represent a person, such as a counselor of some sort, a therapist maybe, but it usually refers to inner guidance or getting in touch with a guide from the other side. There's a message here from Spirit that's there's an inevitable end. This card warns us to accept the reality that all must grow old and die for new life to emerge. The death may not be a physical one, but rather the shedding of self-limiting ideas that are holding you back. The Hermit waits patiently for you to turn to him for advice. You may be aware of his influence, but you're ignoring it. You might actually be looking for guidance by isolating yourself in some way, seeking solitude, wisdom, and inner peace. You want to gain perspective on your life, and you are open to the inner guidance that is available to you. Doing some soul searching, looking for some kind of answer, looking for some guidance. So let's just keep going, okay? Your next card is the Nine of Swords. The message on this card is trust the present moment. This is in your challenge position. So Spirit is basically saying with this card is everything that you're going through right at this time, Spirit is saying trust it, okay? It's all happening for a reason. It might not make sense at this time, but just wait for divine timing, okay? The Nine of Swords is about anxiety, worry, and doubt. Nines are cards of accumulation, and they signify intensity. This intensity is usually read as anxiety. Gemini, you may be overthinking a specific situation and worrying about negative outcomes, or feel overwhelmed with random anxiety about the future. This card symbolizes an awakening to something painful that needs to be processed. It could also indicate insomnia, nightmares, and anything that disturbs your peace. I'm going to go, okay, let's just finish the Nine of Swords, and then we're going to go over here to this card. So the Nine of Swords is all about anxiety, hopelessness, trauma, depression. You're unable to settle your mind, and the lack of sleep is adding to the situation, making you feel even more vulnerable. But Gemini, Spirit is saying, trust this situation, okay? Just hold tight. You're troubled by bad dreams or horrible fantasies. Deep-rooted or repressed issues are trying to surface so you can resolve them. It will likely be very challenging to change your attitudes and beliefs, but it's worth the effort and unpleasantness. 9 is the number of completion, and this card indicates that the changes that you are being required to make forecast a better future. The 9 of Swords shows extreme anxiety, nightmares, tension, unhappiness, and regrets over past mistakes or misfortunes. You are in an unhappy and tense state of mind, whether or not the facts bear out the fear. Thus, a lot of the suffering associated with this card could be mostly in your mind. Okay? That's why you're withdrawing. But trust the present moment is what Spirit is saying. The 9 of Swords is about doubt, having a troubled conscience, suffering, being at a breaking point. This is you, Gemini, showing up in your reading, the 9 of Swords. So now we're going to switch over to your first oracle message, and you got surrender. Spirit saying, release your need to control. Just have faith in the universe, trust in the universe, trust what you're going through. You need to understand the distinction between power and control. You have the power of internal control, but very little external control over people or situations. The majority of your external control is through the power of influence. You can lead by example. Every soul has its own unique path, and it is not your job to dictate it. Remember, you got follow your own path. Your first card, I follow my own path. Okay. Every soul has its own unique path, and it's not your job to dictate it. Giving advice or direction in a compassionate manner is the way to go. Your soul too has a path, and you possess the power to control it, but you must surrender the illusion that you have control over another. Remember that this is the process, and from time to time your ego will rise up and demand that things be the way they should be. Envision a hot air balloon being loaded up with all of the things you think you need to control, and then let them ride away in the balloon. You'll be surprised to find that when you release the energy of control and accept the energy of surrender, Doors will open that you never expected, because you have now given the universe space in which to materialize what is needed for your highest soul growth. So things may not make sense in your life at this time, or you may be questioning things or looking for the truth, or but Spirit is saying, you know what, Gemini, just just focus on your life and your path. Don't worry about what other people are doing in their lives, okay? Do what's best for you, and then everything else will fall into place. And let go of the control, how you think certain things are meant to be. Then your next message I'm going to read is your soul family message. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Okay? So with this message, it's time to call in your soul family and support team. People who get you at a soul level. People who are the same kind of weird as you. People who are your chosen family. They are coming and they are looking for you. So what I feel about this is, yeah, I think after the 3-4 years after the pandemic, it's done a lot of separation with people, with their friends and families and stuff like that. It's kind of cleared everything away. And now we're rebuilding, and your soul family are looking for you at this time, Gemini. They're coming and they're looking for you. If you haven't found them yet, this is a sign that they are close by. But in order for them to find you and recognize you when they do, it's important that you stop dimming your light and truly let yourself be seen. If you have already found them, then you are being called to let them support you, and perhaps also assemble a wider support team. Your support team can consist of all types of people, such as, again, Spirit is talking about a therapist, or a coach, a mentor of some sort, or a healer. Tune into what kind of support that you need now. Call in your support team now, Spirit is saying. Okay? Just surround yourself with the people who, you respect, and who respect you, who you trust. Energy doesn't lie. Focus on the energy. Your third card is the Two of Swords. This card represents the basis of your situation or foundation. This card is letting you know that this is a card of Libra. The message on the card is, whatever you decide, trust the outcome. Whatever your intuition brought you to, trust it. Whatever your heart, your soul, your intuition is telling you, whatever you decide, trust your decision, okay? This card talks about being at a stalemate, having to make difficult choices, being in denial, restraint, making difficult decisions, weighing up your options. This is a card of balance, tension, feeling like you're stuck in the middle. It could represent an impending breakup or rift. It's letting you know there's some hidden information. There's some information that that you're not aware of at this time. You're feeling stuck. You're weighing up decisions. There's a pause in activity. There's procrastination. This too can show you feeling caught between two people or two paths, and the indecision leaves you feeling stuck and depleted. You may feel that neither route is clear nor ideal. However, there is a time for action, otherwise the issue becomes greater than it deserves to be as you ponder each potential outcome or avoid making a decision altogether. This card could also represent a truce or taking time out during a period of stress or conflict. So that's again kind of relates to the Hermit card, just taking a time out during a period of stress or conflict. This card, the Two of Swords, represents a difficult situation. You may be dealing with two conflicting ideas or a challenging decision, but you're not willing to face a situation. You've either closed your eyes to it or your emotions may be getting the better of you. They may be distracting you. Spirit saying view it rationally. This card, this situation would benefit from more of a rational decision than an emotional one. Okay, it also represents, again, a truce or stalemate. You're feeling stuck for some reason, but you might be maintaining the situation by putting up a facade and ignoring the underlying tension and that exists. And this uncomfortable position, it's uncomfortable for you, but you aren't ready to do anything about it yet. You need to speak up and communicate clearly. You need to stand up for yourself. Okay, you need to protect yourself. Change must take place. You do have choices. Spirit is saying, remove the blindfold and look honestly at the situation. To thy own self be true. Whatever you decide, trust the outcome. Your fourth card is the Five of Cups. This card represents your past, but is relevant to your current situation. This is Scorpio energy. So you're feeling neglected, you're feeling betrayed, you're feeling despair again. So they've already talked about despair. This could be a relationship breakup, could be a family member, friends. You're experiencing some type of loss, pessimism, disappointment, regret, mourning, discontent. But Spirit is saying you will move forward when the time is right for you, Gemini. Okay? This is a card of sadness, loss, and disappointment. A lost opportunity, such as losing out on a job or mourning the end of a relationship. This 5 can apply to any situation that leaves you bereft. The message here is how you respond. However, because there is still hope, not everything has been taken. Look at what remains, reflect on your situation, and see how you might go forward. This card shows a time of difficulty and loss, but more specifically, it's how you're dealing with that loss. Every loss initiates change and is an opportunity for growth. Loss hurts because of our emotional resistance to change. But this card represents that moment, but it carries a word of advice. Look at the wonderful opportunity around you and then move forward. This all happened for a reason, Gemini. There are opportunities that have come with this situation. Your unhappiness may be a result of your attitude, which you can change. This is a card of choice. You can continue to ruminate over what went wrong, or you can contemplate how things can be better in the future. You don't have to be miserable. This card signifies that you are brooding over past wrongs, losses, disappointments, or hurts. You're dwelling on a painful past and are refusing to look forward to a positive future. Surrender, let it go, okay? Spirit's saying let it go. This goes again with the Nine of Swords, your second card. Regrets over past mistakes or misfortunes, okay? Deep-rooted or repressed issues are trying to surface so you can resolve them. This is a hard, challenging time. But you will move forward when the time is right for you. Your immediate future card is the Four of Wands, and it came out reversed, so extra protection from Spirit. This is a card of Aries. The Four of Wands reverse talks about conflict with others, a lack of support, home conflicts, feeling unwelcome, instability, a lack of roots. It could also represent a personal celebration, inner harmony, prosperity. This card could, this is your immediate future card, what's likely to happen next in your life. You may be celebrating your good fortune in a quiet way. You may be expanding your property holdings or creative output without fanfare. Financial gains may be more modest than if the card were upright, but you're satisfied with your accomplishments and the sense of having done a job well. Your public image, your relationships, and your sense of self are favorable at this time. Okay? This card warns you not to celebrate too soon. Things may appear very fine, but you need to wait a bit to make sure. This card could also suggest that you rethink your plans for the future. So in a general reading, I just want to remind you to make sure you're just taking what resonates with you and leaving the rest, okay? The Four of Wands reverse could represent problems with a project or business, delayed success, or unnecessary anxiety over business or work. Spirit saying a rest is needed, Gemini. This card could represent the end of a career or forced change. So this is giving you a little heads up, a little flag, because it's your immediate future. It's what's likely to happen soon. And then your sixth card is the Ten of Cups. This card represents the outcome that you desire most in your situation, what you want to see happen. You want blissful relationships, you want inner happiness, you want fulfillment, security, emotional stability, domestic harmony. This card represents lasting happiness, joy, a fortunate outcome, things being in alignment. This is a card of Pisces. The Ten of Cups is an indication of everything that most people wish for: love and harmony, a happy family life, true love and companionship. It signifies a time of completion, of reaping what you have sown. This card symbolizes abundance in a larger sense. It's abundance in every area of your life. Okay, it's amazing. This is a great card to get in a reading. Contentment, real love, domestic bliss, satisfaction in all your endeavors. It symbolizes people living harmoniously together, sharing their love and their lives unconditionally. This card is so favorable, Gemini, that it can offset any negative cards in a reading. The Ten of Cups trumps any negative message in your reading. So you have the Ten of Cups, you have domestic harmony, lasting happiness. This is everything's going to be okay. This is a fortunate outcome. Divine love, blissful relationships. After a long period of hard work, this is a time of contentment and fulfillment. You are going to receive good luck because you persevered. This card could represent a marriage, a childbirth, a child's birthday, or lasting happiness. Okay. I have all I wish for in my relationships is the message on the card. Basically, Spirit is saying all the people that are meant to be in your life at this time are in your life. Okay? Celebrate, enjoy them. You have lots of happiness, emotional stability, security, love, divine love, blissful relationships. This is dreams coming true, complete happiness and fulfillment. You are crowned with success and can now appreciate life's blessings. This card signifies the freedom to live as you choose and you feel at home in every sense. You enjoy close bonds with family, friends, groups, and children. And at home, life is serene and relationships are harmonious. In love, this card shows the ultimate expression of emotion, which is demonstrated in a way you recognize. You are loved the way you need to be loved, Gemini. And this card could also represent finding your ideal home. I love that message for you, Gemini. You are loved the way you need to be loved. That is awesome. I'm going to write that down. You are loved the way you need to be loved. Beautiful. I love that. Okay. And then your self-image card, your 7th card, is the World. It came out reversed, so extra protection from Spirit. Major Arcana message here. This card, the World card, represents how you see yourself. It's a card of Pluto. You're doubting yourself. You're not learning the lessons. Your inner critic is, scratch that. Scratch that, Gemini. I made the wrong note. This card is talking about delays. You're seeking personal closure. You're feeling a little bit empty. You're feeling a little bit incomplete. There's a lack of closure somehow. You don't have any closure in a situation. An incompletion. This card talks about a lack of achievement. Recognition awaits. This is a card of Saturn. The World reversed. There's a delay of achievement. Success is still possible, but something is in the way. This could be as simple as refusing to accept success. It could also be letting you know that travel plans may have to be postponed. You might be, for some of you, you are being presented with a multiplicity of choices and aren't sure which one to make. Or you may be experiencing new facets of yourself. You might be rejecting new ideas being offered out of fear or a limited understanding. Now is the time to face the fact that the universe is a more complex place than you have been willing to admit. Your goals are in sight, but they may be more complicated to achieve and require persistent and determined effort on your part. Okay? So if you have goals set out for yourself, Gemini, Spirit's saying they might be a little bit more complicated to achieve. You might have to be more focused and persistent with them, more determined with them. Okay? The World reversed, Major Arcana card. Again, you're stuck. You're feeling stuck. This is a card of stagnation. Or it could be refusal to accept acknowledgments or expansion. There may be delays in completion, success, or achievements at the moment. Things are being delayed, stuck, but just trust the universe, okay? Trust the divine. They're at they're at this level for a reason, okay? Divine timing. Things will change when they're meant to change. Just keep focusing on you. Take a rest. Let's do your animal spirit card now. So you got the wolf. The wolf is an earth sign, okay? So at this time, you are representing wolf energy. The wolf is the guardian of family and tribe. This is a card of activism and ritual. The wolf's mission is to uphold the well-being and longevity of the pack. Healthy wolf energy expresses itself through activism, mentorship, humanitarian efforts, or teaching, either religious or political studies. The wolf gets into trouble when it assumes every member of the tribe must follow suit. This includes children walking in their parents' footsteps. Although it will surely be uncomfortable at first, practicing tolerance helps balance out agitated wolf energy. Contemplate the following. Embrace all, exclude none. When you are in balance, Gemini, you are reliable, democratic, and fearless. When you are out of balance, you are judgmental and dominating. To bring yourself back into balance, Spirit is saying, surrender, release, let go. Okay, practice letting go is the message from Spirit. You know, you only control what's with it, you can only control what's going on inside you. Remember what Spirit said? You can only control what's going on inside you. You can't control what's on the external. Then your 8th card is the 6 of Cups. This card represents your environment or how others see you and your situation. This is a card of Scorpio. It came out reversed. This card is about forgiveness. You need to forgive others or yourself or both. You need to move forward. You need to be independent, or you're moving forward. You're leaving home. You're stuck in the past, or you're living in the past. You may be lacking playfulness. This is a card of independence. There may be changes in your immediate environment that will make you feel more secure. These may involve meeting new friends or making new associations. You are developing new emotional tools that will aid you in the future. That's why you're going through what you're going through, Gemini. Everything you're going through right now, all these changes, it's because you are learning and you are growing, you are gaining wisdom, you are gaining emotional tools. It's everything you're going through at this time, it's for a reason. Trust that, okay? And in the future, because of everything you're going through now, you're going to be able to handle your situations way better. Okay, trust that. You're developing new emotional tools that will aid you in your future. Spirit also wants to let you know that an important event is coming up in the near future for you. This card can be taken two ways. The Six of Cups. Maybe you're wrapped up in nostalgia and cannot move ahead or feel satisfied because nothing will ever be as good as what you remember, or you don't remember your past fondly and that you don't want anything from your past revisiting your present life. Okay, so they've already talked about your past already. So take it how it resonates with you, okay? The Six of Cups reversed represents a loss of innocence or childhood, a loss of a childhood friend, letting go of opportunities, and cutting binding cords that are holding you back. Anything that you feel is holding you back, Gemini, Spirit is saying cut the cord. Your hopes and fears, excuse me, your hopes and fears is the King of Wands reversed. So what you hope for or fear the most in your situation. The King of Wands can be male or female in a general reading like this. This is a card of Leo. So the King of Wands reversed is someone who is impulsive, overbearing, has impossible expectations, is uncooperative, forceful, domineering, is ruthless, a weak leader, is powerless, ineffective, vicious, possibly. Could be a Leo, doesn't have to be. Again, this card indicates delays in a business or creative project, but there's nothing really problematic standing in your way. If this king represents a person, he won't block your efforts, but he won't go out of his way to help you either. He may approve of what you're trying to accomplish on your own and lend moral support, but don't expect overt or tangible assistance. This card can represent a demanding and impossible, impatient tyrant. He can be someone who pouts and becomes jealous when he is not the focus of attention. He can also have anger issues, this King of Wands reversed. This represents an impractical person, someone who might overvalue their looks or charm in the face or practical achievements. In other words, he promises a great deal but without tangible results. Okay, and then your last card is the Tower card reversed, Major Arcana again. This card represents your future if all is to remain as is. Extra protection from Spirit as well. So the Tower reversed. What can I give you with the Tower reversed? Delaying disaster, a fear of suffering, a fear of change, resisting change, going through a personal transformation. You're going through a personal transformation at this time. Gemini, everything you're going through is because you're transforming, I believe. Okay, and it's not easy, that's for sure. You may be refusing to change old habit patterns, and you will suffer continued disruption in the form of unforeseen difficulties until you finally make some changes in your life. You may be confused about just who and what you are. At a deep level, you're being prepared for the changes that must eventually take place, but you are resisting what your inner self knows already. Once you alter these fixed beliefs and limited ideas, you'll enjoy a new sense of freedom. I think it's again talking about the surrender, okay? Something has happened inside you that has caused this epiphany, this wake up. You've had an awakening. Now you're going through a personal transformation. This card is more disruptive and chaotic, and it's telling you that you need to accept any upcoming changes. This card could represent not being able to withstand the pressure, and it could represent having a nervous breakdown. Spirit is saying you are advised to take less on board. The process of change has already begun, and not going with the flow will result in stagnation and more problems. Okay? Maybe that's why if you're feeling stuck at a stalemate, which they've already talked about, it's because you're not going with the flow. And if you're repressing feelings of grief, rage, or disappointment, Spirit's saying let them go and your life will soon improve. Okay? Gemini, if you have feelings of grief, rage, or disappointment, just let them go. Give them to God. Okay? And your life will soon improve. Cut the cord. Don't suffer anymore. Let it go. Don't try to hold on to it. You know, women are natural nurturers and we like to hold on. But Spirit's saying you gotta let it go. So that's your reading. Thank you for allowing me to channel these messages for you today. I'm truly very grateful. Whenever you come across this reading is when you're meant to receive the messages from Spirit. If this reading helped you at all in any way or gave you any guidance, please like, share, subscribe. And if you would like your own personal reading, I'll leave my email underneath the video, okay? I'm sending you a huge, huge, huge hug right now. There you go. Take good care of yourself, Gemini, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.